Hello everyone, welcome to Master Stage. And today we are going to discuss child pedagogy introduction, and which is very important for the those who are preparing for the B.Ed first thing. So let us have this particular PPT so that it's going to be helpful to you. Okay, kindly go through this and which will be helpful to you. So if you are newly watching my channel, please do subscribe and share with your friends. Okay, so child development and introduction. So we'll understand about the growth, learning, psychology from birth to adolescence. Here, see how do children grow. There are four types. One is physical, the change in the body, proportion, motor skills, and physical capabilities from infancy to adolescence. Then cognitive growth. It is development of thinking, reasoning, memory, problem solving, and intellectual abilities. Then emotional growth. It is related to the feelings and self-awareness and emotional regulations. Whereas social growth, building relationship, so learning with the society, developing communication skills and interpersonal skills. So these are the four types where child grows. Then childhood and social context. So child development occurs within multiple social contexts that shape growth and learning experiences. So in social context, so child learn from family environment and community and culture, socio-economic factors. So family environment, it is a primary socialization unit where child is going to get care, values, cultural practices, and emotional security. So, community and culture. So, it is a broader network. Cultural traditions and beliefs and practices influence child rearing approaches. So, social economic factors like accessing, getting the resources, education, healthcare, opportunities. Okay, so these are the outcomes. So, this is the childhood and social context where child development occurs in social context. Then here, nature, nurture, dynamics. Nature means it is the growth depends on uh, genetically and biologically and heredity. This is called nature. Then there is the interaction between nature and nurture. Interaction is continuous bidirectional influence. It is the nature as well as nurture. Nurture includes environment and experience learning. So nature is the biological foundation, genetic inheritance and DNA, biological maturation and process, innate temperament and traits. So nurture, which is related to the environmental impact, family upbringing and parenting, educational experience and culture and social influences. So the interplay between genetic and inheritance and environmental influence shapes every aspects of development. So both are nature and nurture, interdependent and interrelated. Okay, then development process, period and issues. So here it is mentioned as prenatal period, infancy and toddlerhood, early childhood, then middle childhood, adolescence. So prenatal period. So from the conception to birth. So rapid cellular growth and organ formation. It is in the womb of the mother. Then infancy toddler. So it's birth to 3 years. So here uh, sensory motor development and attachment formation takes place. Then early childhood is 3 to 6 years. So in this, language explosion and symbolic thinking and social play will happen. Then middle child. So it is a 6 to 11 years where concrete operation and peer relationship and academic skills develops. Then adolescence. It will be from 11 to 18 years. In this adolescence, what happened? There's the identity formation takes place. Then abstract thinking and independence will be happen. So the development process, periods and issues. Remember prenatal stage, infancy and toddlerhood, early childhood, middle childhood, and adolescence. So this is very important not only for your B.Ed exams, it is also helpful for your CTET, NET, and other teaching aptitude test. Okay, then biological process, prenatal development. So it is a germinal stage from 0 to 2 weeks where fertilization, cell division, then implantation in uterine well, then embryo stage between 2 to 8 years, formation of major organs, nervous systems, basic body structure. Then fetal stage, which is 8 weeks to birth. So in this, here check this is how the development takes place. So prenatal, now fetal stage, 8 weeks to birth. So rapid growth happen, organ maturation happen, then preparation for independent life. Then birth process through labor, delivery, transition, and external environment. So this is the thing. Then we'll go to the brain and nervous system development. Okay. So if you are newly watching this channel, please do subscribe and share with your friends and those who are preparing for TET or NET examination. That will be helpful to you. It's also helpful for the CTET examination. So, brain and nervous system development, neurological development. So, neurons form an incredible rates during the prenatal period. It is up to 250,000 per minute. So sympathetic connections multiple through experience. So brain structure. So it is like cerebral cortex, thinking and reasoning. So limbic system, it's the emotion side memory. Then cerebellum is coordination and balance. So the brain structure is divided into three parts: cerebral cortex, that is thinking and reasoning. Then limbic system, it is the emotions and memory. Then cerebellum, coordination and balances. So endocrine system, so which these hormones regulate the growth and metabolism, stress response and puberty changes. This is about the brain and nervous system development. So purely I'm saying as per the uh, B.Ed syllabus. This is child development. Okay, there is motor, sensory, and perceptual development. It's the development dominions. So motor development, where gross motor skill, walking, running. Okay, so this is called as gross motor, and fine motors, grasping, writing, develop progressively. Sensory development, where vision, hearing, touch, taste, and smell matures at different rates from birth to birth onwards. Then perceptual development. So it is the interpreting sensory information, depth perception, pattern recognition, then object performance. So here, this is about the globalization impact. So due to technological exposure, diverse cultural influence, and changes play patterns affects the modern child's development trajectory. Okay, this is about the development dominion, motor, sensor, sensory, and perceptual development. Then it comes to the uh, early uh, experience in learning. Early experience in learning. Okay, here, like critical, it is a critical period, brain plasticity and scaffolding learning. So early childhood experience create the neutral pathway that form the foundation of all future learning and development. So here, critical period, brain plasticity and scaffolding learning. Okay, so this is the thing. A critical period, so optimal window for specific learning, so language acquisition, attachment taking place. Then brain plasticity, so young brains adapts and reorganize based on experience and environmental stimulation. Okay, then scaffolding, so adults provide the support structure that children like children reach their higher level of understanding. Initially, scaffolding means initially we give the support so that slowly the support will be withdrawn. The child is going to be uh, learn the things on his own. Then here, how does child think? Is the thinking abilities develop progressively? So child's reasoning involves from concrete egocentric to abstract logical operation. So key thinking skills are like classification, grouping objects by properties, then conversation means understanding quantity remains constant. Reversibility, mental operation can be undone. Then seriation, so ordering system by dimension. Hypothetical reasoning, thinking about the possibilities. These are the thinking skills: classification, conservation, reversibility, and uh, derivation, then hypothetical reasoning. So there are theories are here is mentioned. Cognitive development theories, Jean Piaget, Vygotsky, and Bronner-Fruber model. Okay, Piaget theory. So there are four stages: sensory motor stage, then pre-operational, concrete operational, formal operation. Children actively construct the knowledge through interaction. That is said by the Piaget. Then Vygotsky theory. So it is a social culture approach, emphasize on zone of proximal development. So the importance of the cultural tools and languages is given. Then Brunner model. It is a ecological system theory, microsystem, mesosystem, exosystem, macro system, and chrono system influence the development. Okay, do remember this. Then language and literacy development. So it's taken place as a pre-linguistic stage where they are going to use the word school bubbling gestures, which will take place between 0 to 12 months, whereas first words, that means single words, though like hollow phrases between 12 to 18 months, whereas two word stage, telegraphic speech between 8 to 24 months, then complex language, which happens 2 years plus, like grammar, vocabulary, expansion, literary skills. So the language development involves phonology, semantics, syntax, pragmatics, and metalinguistic awareness. Then social and moral development, social, moral, and emotional development, social development and moral development, social uh, emotional growth, and here social development. So attachment theory given by Bowlby, so peer relationship and social cognition and perspective taking abilities emerges progressively, whereas moral development is proposed by Kohlberg stages: pre-conventional, conventional, post-conventional morality, understanding right and wrong evolves with the cognitive growth. Whereas social emotional growth, so emotional regularization, empathy, self-concept, and identity formation develop through social interactions. So art and music aesthetic, so creative expression supports emotional development, fine motor skills, cultural appreciation and symbolic thinking. This is about the social, moral, emotional development. Then there is a cultural perspectives. The development takes place through cultural perspectives, culture, diversity, and Indian psychology, cultural context. So child rearing practices, values, and development expectation vary across the culture and communities. So as per Indian culture system, there is a Pancha Kosha theory. So, five sheets of existence. One is Annamaya, that means physical. Then Pranamaya, it is vital. Then Manomaya, it is mental. Then Vijnanamaya, intellectual. Then Anandamaya, bliss. These are the Panchakosh theory, or five sheets of existence. Then Indian psychology, okay, like holistic approach is there, integration of body, mind, and spirit, emphasis on dharma, karma, and self-realization in development. This is about the cultural perspectives of the child development. Then how do children learn? So there is a behavioral theories are there, then socio-cognitive theories are there. So behavioral theories includes classical conditioning, which is given by the Ivan Pavlov, learning through association. It is a classical association. This is a learning through association. Whereas operation conditioning, this is given by the B.F. Skinner. So learning through consequences, reinforcement, and punishment. Then social cognitive theory, which is given by the Bandura's approach. So observational learning, modeling, self-efficacy. Then child learn by watching others and believing in their capabilities. Then culture and diversity motivation in learning. So culture shapes learning, learning's styles form, motivation emerges, then development needs met. Culture and trends. So learning styles, communication patterns, and education values shaped by the cultural background. Motivation. So the motivation may be intrinsic motivation, that is internal motivation, like internal drive, curiosity, and mastery. Then extrinsic means external rewards and punishment recognition. So developmental needs. So age appropriate challenges are there. Then autonomy support, competence building, and relatedness foster optimal learning. So the unit fourth, rethinking child psychology, players learning, creative development, child-centered approach. Players learning. So play is not privileged; it is essential for cognitive and social, emotional, and physical development. So which types includes solitary, parallel, associate, and cooperative play. Then creative development. So divergent thinking, problem solving, imagination. Then innovation flourish when children have freedom to expose or experiment and express themselves. So then child-centered approach. So which recognize the child as an active agent in their development. So respecting their voices, choices, and developmental pathway. This is a thinking and child psychology. Then so adolescence and multiple influence. So adolescence influenced by the family, school, peer group, society, market. So family includes what? Parenting style at home, family dynamics, attachment, security, school, academic experiences, and teacher relationship, peer culture. Whereas peer, which is influenced adolescence age, like friendship, peer pressure, social acceptance, and identity formation. Where society, cultural norms, social expectations, media, and influence. So market influence. Uh, like adolescence and consumer cultural advertising, material expression, and digital media. So adolescence between it happens between 11 to 18 years. It mainly teenage. It involves identity formation, abstract thinking, emotional intensity, and transition to adulthood. Then, uh, social psychology in adolescence. So, impress formation happens, attribution, prejudice, and gender psychology, aggression, and pre-social behavior. So, impression formation in this adolescence, that is 11 to 18 years. So, how adolescent form their judgment about other based on appearance and behavior and social clues. Attribution explain the causes behavior, internal versus external, stable versus unstable attribution. Prejudice, it is a stereotype discrimination and bias based on group member reducing prejudice through contact and education. Gender psychology, so gender identity, roles, stereotypes, expression, and understanding diversity in gender experiences. Then aggression, so includes physical, verbal, rational aggression. So causes include frustration, social learning, biological factors, and social and pro-social behavior, helping, sharing, cooperation, empathy, and fostering. So these are the things about the social psychology in adolescence. Then characteristics in holistic development. So holistic development, 360 level of development includes character formation, discipline, religious development, human development, and spiritual development. So, character development means virtues, values, integrity, responsibility, and ethical decision making. Discipline, so which includes self regulation, impulse control, delayed gratification, and goal directed behavior. Whereas regional religious development, so increase the faith formation like spiritual belief, moral uh, framework and meaning. Human development, compassion, empathy, sympathy, social responsibility, and global citizenship. Spiritual development, it is like inner growth, self-awareness, purpose, concession to something greater. So here the conclusion about this particular child development. Child development is very complex. It is a multi-phase journey influenced by biological, sociological, then psychological, cultural factors. Understanding these dimensions help the educator to support the holistic growth. So this is a small presentation about the child development in many perspectives way, where it is social and psychological and developmental. Okay, so the biological. So this is about the Pink's child development. So go through this particular video again and again so that you can succeed in your B.Ed exams as well as TET, CTET, so across the India. Thank you for watching. Do share with your friends and like this content so that I can the uh, n number of videos so that it will be helpful to success in your career. All the best. Do watch and share with your friends. Thank you.